Are you trying to tell me that it's all set in stone? That I was played like a pawn on a chessboard?
You were born, were you not? Your words are stubborn like your mother's before she understood. Your choices carry weight, like the one you are making now, but they will not be heavy enough. Such things fly like feathers when fate blows.
You know, this just makes me think. This almost makes me think about this in a meta context. That there are set endings to this visual novel. And sure, maybe our choices can make a little difference in which one we get, but they're still set in stone as far as the visual novel is concerned. Oh boy. But if we're just thinking about reality, I have never been one to believe in fate.
You do not want to see, but you need our aid. That is why we have come.
Maybe I am wrong, but it's my choice. As long as I have one, I prefer to do things my own way.
Your path is unfolding. Soon you will have to act and make a choice. You will be guided by your blood and nature. When it will come to pass, we will be waiting for you.
I still can't believe it. Any of it.
And yet our blood speaks otherwise. Your blood speaks otherwise. You are your mother's daughter. Your fate has brought you to the lake. And the lake is watching you.
You keep on repeating things like that, but why me? What makes me so special?
Special? What can be special for fate? No, you are simply a thread, and like all threads, you deem your own pattern special simply because it is yours.
I guess it does make sense.
Now go home and rest. The time of change is upon you, and you will need strength to carry its weight. But know this, you will remember about us this time. You will remember, or you will receive tenfold the weight your fate has in store for you. And you will regret being so forgetful. Ah, you're doing an awful lot of protecting there by threatening me. Wake up, Cinders. Does every day have to start with us having to wake you up personally?
Rise and shine. Rise and shine, sis. Still did it. What is it? Oh, is it morning already? Someone had an eventful night. I've had the strangest dream. At least I think it was a dream. Or maybe...
There is no time to discuss dreams, Cinders. We're leaving.
What time is it?
Time when only strumpets and their johns are up about. Sophia, that was vile.
That is the truth. It's barely surprise. It's barely sunrise, and I should be fast asleep. Don't expect me to prance like some deranged pony just because there's some big, ridiculous party coming up. Why did you have to get up then? What
It's not ridiculous. I mean, there are preparations to be made and we should be taking them seriously. We had to get up an hour ago. We need to make those dresses corrected, and who knows how much time that will take.
Oh, yes, the grand ball. Come on, we need to go now.
Yes, I'm coming. Cinders will be gone for the rest of the day. The house will be left under your supervision. Do you think you can manage that?
Don't be dense. Of course she can manage. There are more well-oiled cogs in that pretty head than in yours and mine combined. Or maybe just yours. Now let's move. I can manage things for a day, Gloria. Don't worry.
All right, we're going then. Bye.
Toodles. Have fun. Everybody's gone except me. Back to their important businesses, plots, and grand balls. Why would they care about what I may want? It's just poor little Cinders, no one important. What could such a meek creature do but sit and whine, and then comply? Well, not this time. Today's going to be different. It's the first day of the rest of my life, and it's high time I made changes. I don't know yet how, but I'm going to go to that ball, and I'll make their jaws drop. Oh. I was hoping that we might get a decision on that. Because it would have been interesting to see how differently things go if we just don't bother with the ball and try to find some other way to make our own without having to marry some prince. And when I get back, everything is going to be different. Up until now, I've only waited. Heaven knows what for. Complaining and whining didn't get me far either. Also, a surprise. So let's start acting reasonable. I have an aim and I will achieve it. I will make the changes happen. I need to show Carmosa, Gloria, and Sophia I can accomplish great things when I put my mind to it. It won't be easy, but let's face it, it would have no value if it was. I need a plan though, or at least a dress and a way to get into the ball. The rest I can just wing. Both Madame Guide and that creature from the lake offered to help me when I finally know what I want. I swear, it's like I have two fairy godmothers. Having help is a nice change, though. I find the tables are already turning. So whose word should I trust? To whom would it be better to be in debt? Who's less likely to mess it up for me? I gotta go with Madame Guide. I know the fairy folk are pretty interesting, and I'll probably play this game again. I probably won't record it, but I will play it again and choose different options since I am curious. And at the end of this LP, if people are interested, I can probably put highlights. But for now, as far as what I actually think is the best choice, Madame Guide. The fairy already spoke about high costs. So especially since Cinders is talking about debt now, I think Madame Guide would be better. That said, considering they are kind of going with that awkward stereotype of voodoo and all that, they might then even continue with the unfortunate stereotype of making them put a lot of curses and all that crap. But Madame Guide has been shown to be an incredibly reasonable person. So even if that's something that might happen, it would only happen if we actually screw her over in some way. The fairies are like an abyss. You shouldn't stare into them too much. Not to mention trusting them. How could I spend the rest of my life waiting for the price tag to appear on my happiness? And I'd probably have to pay dearly. Once you leave your happiness to fate, you become a slave of it. It can easily turn at any moment. Guide's way may be morally gray and selfish. Wait, why? Why? What has she... Maybe I'm forgetting something about the conversation they had since it was a long time ago, but I haven't seen anything morally gray or selfish about her. In fact, if anything, it's been quite the opposite. She's been putting up with a lot of crap from the townsfolk. But at least she's straightforward about it. Life isn't always peachy. She knows what she wants and how to get it, which is more than I've done up until now. I think I could sneak out and talk with her before Carmosa returns. I should hurry then. I wouldn't want to keep Madame Guide waiting too long with her offer just hanging in the air. Let me take matters into my own hands. With the help of her able fingers, I wonder if Madame Gide is at her store. I hope she isn't in trouble with the townsfolk again. Ooh,
That brazen simpleton!
it's Carmosa! I better hide. I didn't even think about possibly running into them.
A craftsman, he calls himself, a man of trade. If it were up to me, he'd be out of business. Vulgar cretin. Need more time, milady. It can't be...
Now she is starting to sound like shady character.
Vulgar cretin. Need more time, milady. It can't be done, milady. Idiot. I need to find another tailor. A good one. How could he be so incompetent? He saw how important this is. He said he needed more time, but there's a whole night he could spend working on those corrections. People are so brazen these days.
Or maybe they just have private lives with normal families.
What was that?
Oh, I was just cursing at the state of the modern society and how merchants, craftsmen, and all sorts of other people are just not what they used to be in the past. When they were all extremely skillful, cheap, humble, polite, dedicated to their work, and always eager to help a lady in need.
I really hope that isn't irony, girl. You know how I don't.
No, of course. Alright, it's clear. Looks like they weren't that lucky with their dresses in the end. Never mind that. I need to get to Gide's. Oh boy, if they're already heading out, then we might not get back in time. Hello? Are you here, Gide? I need your help. I've made up my mind. I know what I must do. Hello, Cinders. Please calm down. There's no need to hurry so much. I was expecting you anyway. So the good folk in the town are right. You are clairvoyant. Oh yes, my third eye pierces through the veils of secrets and lies with the arcane blade of logic. Well, at least the townsfolk find it to be arcane. I know about the masquerade tomorrow, and I saw Carmosa scuttling through town. I really like her music. So what is it exactly that you made up your mind about, girl? So you know that Carmosa wants her daughters to attend the grand ball. She wants the event to raise the family's status in society. Yes, I have gathered as much. She also wants me to stay at home. She says we all have a part to play, and mine is to clean the house for the future distinguished guests. This is not surprising. She knows you'd upstage your sisters with little trouble. Maybe she does. It doesn't matter. I just need to go. I need to get to the palace. I'm sick and tired of people telling me what to do all the time. I'm going to show Carmosa, Gloria, and everybody what I'm really made of. They aren't afraid of who I am or the influence that I can have on people. If they only knew what I'm capable of. I want to see their faces when the poor Cinders they thought they caged appears on the royal ball and steals their spotlight. Besides, that's only the beginning. After the ball, my life is going to take a turn. Things will change. You sound very convinced. But I know how exactly you're going to make this change happen, like all the other young girls unhappy with their lives. I sort of hope that you could help me with the details. But I basically have two routes of actions that I could take. I could try to escape the town and start all over, or I could try to take control of the house from Carmosa's hands. Indeed you could, but why limit yourself? Why not become the queen? Yes, that's an option too. Since I'm going to the ball, I might as well win the prince's heart. What? You might as well? What kind of sort of logic is that? Sure, I guess I'll make this person fall in love with me. I don't like them. I don't have any opinion of them, but why not? Achievement points. I can see you smirking, but I assure you that I'm serious about all this. My nose is getting stuffy. That you are. It's heartwarming to see you so confident about your plans. I should have gotten a glass of water. It's heartwarming to see you so confident about your plans, Cinders. There is much of your mother in you. There were times when she was very determined to act against all odds as well. Is that how you see my situation? Am I throwing myself against the high tide? How I see your situation matters little, both to you and your situation. Points of view are nothing more than what they are. Points of view from which things are seen, never the things themselves. It's always easier to learn about a point of view rather than a thing. More often than not, things remain secret. They are uncertain. But one thing is certain. Choice. What is your goal? Complete opposite of how the fairies were talking to us. I told you. I want to break free and... Yes, and you gave me 3 possible routes. How you can make that happen. But at this point they aren't any better than the miller's daughter's bedtime dreams of becoming a circus acrobat. If you're serious about it, you need to decide what it is exactly that you want. Then maybe I can help you to form an actual plan. What I really want. What is my goal? Retake the residence, go for the prince, escape the town. I love how earlier in an episode I was talking about how I hoped that there was an option for her to just frickin' leave. To just leave and start over. Because, like, retaking the residence, okay. That's alright. But I don't know, it's just not appealing to me. I guess part of the reason is because I acknowledge that maintaining a residence of that grandeur is, in fact, very difficult. And we already know that it has very little money going for it. So retaking the residence would not only be very difficult and require a lot of work, but we might end up losing it anyway. And I think a more simple life would be a happier life. Yeah, and it's fuck the prince. Not literally, but I have no interest in... Like, alright, the prince is an interesting character. I like what they're doing with him here. Especially with what he intends to do. But, needless to say, I am quite sick of the... Everything is resolved if you find the right man that is prevalent in so many fairy tales. Like, oh god. No. So yeah, escape town. That is my personal interest. Though it makes me wonder how it's gonna tie in with the whatchamacallit, ball. And there is also the concern of money. Like, where are we going to find the money to be able to get away and then find a home? But yeah, we're going to go with that. But I think I will wrap this session up right here. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.
Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers.
I love it. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be The thinker that swallowed those papers.
How?
Don't.
Yeah, don't. How could you know?